Welcome to the new template, and welcome to Solasta, Crown of the Magister. We are going to be playing the primary campaign called Crown of the Magister, and we're going to go through the tutorial because the tutorial sort of introduces you to the characters individually, which if you don't do the tutorial, you kind of miss that part. So I kind of like that because it feels more organic. The other campaign doesn't have that part of it, and I think it actually misses out a little bit because of that. So, and then our winner for the poll that we did was, ironically, Henry Storm, the one that my daughter did. So, and with that, we're going to start our game. Is going to pop us into the first cinematic. Solasta, the game, is based on D&D 5th edition in terms of rules, in terms of combat, basic stuff.
Before the cataclysm,
the world itself
there were no
is
gods on Solasta.
It's unique to the game.
No humans either.
So, as they're explaining here, Solasta itself did not have any of the
rift
basic Dungeons and Dragons
Some
races
say
in
it was a
originally.
magical accident.
A cataclysm
The work of an evil god.
opened a portal between worlds,
No one
which
knows for
allowed
sure.
what we would
The cataclysm
define as
destroyed the
typical
old
races
High
to
Elf
go through
Empire.
and inhabit this world.
Manicalan, they called it.
Yeah,
and
so
twisted the
Manicalan
land
is the
beyond
old
recognition.
empire that existed before the cataclysm.
Now, only the brave and the foolish go there, in search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands.
There are a few surprises in here, so I'll try not to spoil them. But if you
Whatever it is,
make me wincing or
can't be good.
saying things that are somewhat contrary to what they're saying, it's because they don't actually know the entirety of it. Just gonna check and make sure that's okay. All
This
right.
beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
Is this the place for the Legacy Council job? Hope I'm not too late.
Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here.
Let's see.
Sit. Relax. Perhaps you'd enjoy a pint of this obnoxious ale. You're not too late, friend. We're all here for the same reason. Grab a chair.
Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
I tried to record this earlier, and
I see you're all making the best of this.
the characters were in
Indeed.
slightly different
You mentioned
order,
something
but
about some
this
trouble. Would you care to
dialogue
elaborate?
is more or less
I was
the same.
proceeding down the highway, minding my own business, when 3 brigands burst from the bushes and waylaid me. They carried me off to some ramshackle prison, an imperial ruin of some sort. Fortunately, the walls were as weak as this indifferent ale we're drinking.
Yeah, so this is the tutorial that basically teaches you about movement. So we're not going to get to see a whole lot about what Laura can do, the downside of the tutorial. But, I mean, you get a sort of a feel of each of these characters a little bit. Because she's going to have to jump and climb around a little bit. Now, most characters can do that anyway, but if you have athletics, you can actually make some larger jumps like this one. If it'll let me do it. Here we go. Yeah, see. So even if you fail that save, you still get across. You just you fall over as you do it and see if she fails. Nope, she didn't fail. Okay. It doesn't seem to matter what your strength is for knocking these objects over. It's just whoever your lead character is going to do that. And in this case, Laura's our only character. And they're all dead. So we didn't even have to do combat. We just go through the door. So.
So you escaped unscathed. Well done, my friend. Perhaps someone else can tell a story, since it looks like we might be here a while.
Yes.
Have another ale. It's not like you have anywhere better to be.
I have a tale to tell as well. I too was attacked, but I put an end to my enemies with blood and pain.
Yeah, that's
So what are you
exactly
waiting
what
for?
she said first.
Spit it out, why don't you?
Okie dokie. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of this guy. And we should get a second attack because monks are overpowered. Yep. Here. And the second attack. And it's
Perhaps.
perhaps. So they want to teach you about the disengage, which is basically hit, disengage, proceed, and then you can get away without taking attacks of opportunity if you try to move out of somebody's attack range otherwise. But then you can't. You also can't attack afterwards. So.
What a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
Sorax.
Shut your gob or I'll shut it for you.
The Badlands are thick with them, shape-shifting bastards.
Go easy on him. He's just a harmless old drunk. Probably saw lizard folk or dragonborn or something.
Rax might be legend, but orcs are quite real, and not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret
Nice
settlement
segue.
right here in the Principality.
That is preposterous.
I traveled here from the east and left the main highway, hoping to save time by traversing the hills. The views were magnificent, but I should have kept my eye on the path, because it gave way beneath my feet, plunging me into Stygian darkness.
I like how the subtitles sometimes don't match what they actually
That's
said.
going to leave a mark.
I mean, most of the time they match in that they mean they're saying basically the same thing, but the word that they say is actually different. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do. Oh, that's right. You need empty hands to do that. All right. Old flame. There you go. All right. Down we'll go. So I'll go over here and light this one up.
Let there
Light
be
this
light.
one up. Alright, and then this requires a roll, so let's see if she does any better than the first time I tried this. Failure.
What a peculiar style of art. Clearly the work of some savage hand.
Okay, well. She's not wrong, but she's not right either. I gotta turn cautious on so she doesn't alert everything and everyone in this cave. Loot. There we go.
There they are. Discretion is clearly the better part of valor in this instance.
Yeah, because we don't want to fight a whole bunch of orcs by ourselves. Basically. Yep, I got it, thanks. Alright, so we'll just hop down here. Don't mind me. Never mind the glowing ball of fire moving across the bridge. Dooba-doo-boo. Oh, look at a thingy. See what happens when I push the thingy. Yeah, nobody heard that. Yeah, nobody heard that. We're all good. Okay, bye. I'm sure there's a path where you can try and fight off all the orcs, but I don't think that would go very well. We're just gonna stick to what we know here, particularly since we are a druid and we currently do not have a pet. So, and I already blew one of my very few spells I have per day. So,
No other means of egress is apparent. Fine. I shall wait until they go. These creatures do hunt right?
Well, I certainly hope so. Yeah. No, we're doing good. Okay. So this is, yeah, start long rest. Because all we're going to do right now is go through this little hole. And they're no longer here, so we're going to leave out this exit. Right over here. There we go.
Not sure I would have slept so close to a horde of orcs.
Orcs have a very distinctive stink.
If Lord Karen keeps us waiting much longer, I might greet him with a dagger.
We've all told a tale of our
With a
travels
dagger?
here. All but one of us.
Yes, but I have a good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business.
We can't take up arms together if we don't trust each other.
Fine. You want to know the truth?
No.
I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
So, he was in dire straits.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral and wanted me to reacquire it because, you see, I
Your
can be
mustache is
quite
clipping through your
stealthy
lips.
when necessary.
So I guess this is the character that has the highest stealth, so that's why they gave him the stealth mission. Which, if you know he's a barbarian, then you know that makes about as much sense as sending a bull to do work in a china shop. So we're gonna send the barbarian
Always thoughtful.
to steal something. So let's go all the way over here. Try not to get completely spotted. Okay, good. That's better. Okay. And I think breaking and entering, I think barbarian. Well, the breaking part, yes. Stealing things surreptitiously, no. Okay, so we're gonna unlock this door. Okay, and take a moment to smell the flowers. Yeah, over here. And Scooby-Doo-wah-wah. Jaboop. Alright. Okay, so this door's trapped.
Everybody freeze.
There, he spotted it. Okay, good. So now let's see you disable it. Or try to. One. Failure. Great. Okay, we'll just set it off then. There. At least we can open the door. Okay.
Hold it.
Alright.
I see a trap.
Yes, I know it's another trap. At least you spotted it. Phew, okay. Loot. That's just for show, I guess. You can't actually loot the other one. Alright.
Get out of here before I kill you.
Think you scare me? Not anymore.
A grave mistake.
A grave
Liam,
mistake.
what are you doing here? I told you I'd take care of it.
You let them die, it's game over. Okay. Alright, so I got best initiative. Try to throw an axe at him. I don't know if this will work. Oh, okay. Good. Well, that worked.
Are you four here to see Lord Karen?
Well, we're not here to drink ourselves to death.
Well, thank you for making that clear.
Yeah.
Well, if you're here for Lord Karen of the Legacy Council, that would be me.
Oh, good.
Fine. I'd like to present you with a bill for the time we just spent cooling our heels.
Feel free. The Council's bursary enjoys a good laugh.
Might we ask a bit more about this quest of yours, sir, if you please?
Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing. What do you want to know?
Generally, yes.
Are we going to work for you?
Not exactly, no. I'll be your contact with the Legacy Council, which you will serve as deputies. That's why we need to go there and get you sworn in.
Alright, so, the Legacy Council.
We hear this is a mission for the council, but what is it exactly?
Dear Mareike, you don't know?
No.
I'll try to make it simple. But you know, politics? The council includes representatives of the most powerful and influential organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms. It was created to lead a joint effort to explore the Badlands. The council is, how to put it, a non-governmental organization, meaning that state governments are not represented to avoid partisanship. Instead, there are delegates from the Guild of Antiquarians, the Tower of Knowledge, the Arcaneum, and the Circle of Denantar. And the Church of Einar guarantees fairness, led by Marshal Beric Sunblaze and Oathkeeper Lyra Keen.
Okay, just so you're clear, there are government bodies and there are guilds and corporations. What he just said is basically the council is the UN if it was controlled by Google, Apple, Amazon, and various other large corporations, not governmental bodies. In other words, capitalism's wet dream. Look how everybody is facing the camera, except the dragon. The dragon is just kind of side-eyeing it, like.
Fertile lands.
He says
and the
we don't have the
easiest
time,
access
but
to
I'm
the
going to explain it
Badlands
anyway.
through a pass called the Copperhead Road. We're in the capital, Caer Kiflin, which was once part of the ancient Manicalan Empire of the High Elves. Hence the magnificent elvish buildings up there in the High Tower. While we don't have a state religion, all of the major faiths of Solasta are represented here, though we tend to favor Einar, the god of valor and fidelity.
Right. Anyway.
We should go, don't you think?
Very well. Come, gather your things. You're late for your swearing in.
Yes.
I, for one, am very curious to see the inside of that council room.
I need to say, alright, so next time we will be visiting the council and getting sworn in. So, until next time, stay cool. Good job,